Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Happy Sunday.
How you guys doing out there in those streets?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Yeah. We're just gonna say thank you for joining us on the God is Real and Raw podcast.
That's right.
My name is Pedro,
My name is Tara.
and we just want to thank you all for joining us today. We would have went live a little while ago, but at 9 o'clock on the dot, but
Whatever.
nature called, and the wife had to run away at the last minute.
I was trying to. My daughter
She's
locked me
like,
out the
she was like, I
bathroom.
feel, I feel like I'm like, just go, because you're gonna be sitting here just jumping all night
Yeah.
trying to do a podcast and be moving and
Be all
stuff,
jittery and
be
stuff.
all jittery and stuff. So I said, you know
Can't
what?
sort my life out for nothing. Oh
Just
my
go ahead
gosh.
already.
I
Just get it
know.
done.
I know.
Just get it done.
Oh my goodness.
So, how was your week been, babe?
It's good. It's
Actually,
good.
wait. Let's pray.
All right, let's
Let's just
pray.
pray because we always forget to pray.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one thing in our lives that we always do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's
Heavenly
pray.
Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for being with us throughout this week, throughout this weekend. And as we go into this week, we ask that you will be with everything we do, that we do in your name, honor, and glory. We thank you for this opportunity for us to do this podcast. And we ask to God that you will continue to bless us and the folks that are listening and anything and everything that they may need, that you will provide for them. We love you, Lord, and we thank you again for this. I pray in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
So this is a first, we haven't done a live in a while. I
We
can't remember the
haven't.
last.
We haven't. We've
I
been doing
think,
a lot of pre-recorded shows,
yeah, I think Derek
and
McReynolds was the last
was the last live we
live, right?
did when we
Yeah.
did the Hegel Dad.
Hugger Dad.
Yeah,
Oh, we did one
episode.
after that. I think we did. No, we didn't do a live. We did
Mm-mm.
recordings, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we took a little bit of a break
Yeah.
in and
Yeah.
out. So from the summer,
Yeah. Yep.
had a couple of weeks where we had a visitor.
Yes.
Yep. We had my son from New York, but Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Yep.
in the house, baby.
And the ones that are tuning in, let us know where you're from, and who's listening. We like to know who's tuning in to our podcast. It would be
So,
good to just say hi to you guys.
yeah. And then we wasn't even going to do the live tonight because it's been a crazy week for me.
It has.
I've been really
Every
tired.
day I've been like, let's record something, and you busted.
I'm busted. I'm just busted.
Yeah,
Yeah. When we went to London, a lot has happened since then.
it has.
Uh, my son came to visit Johanny.
Mm-hmm.
He was here for 2 weeks. We really enjoyed that time.
Yeah.
Our children got baptized. Our girls, Sky and Kaya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your mama said, hi, y'all, blessings.
Hi,
Hey, Mama
hi.
Sharp.
Hi, hi.
Yeah. And let me see. Yeah, so they got baptized 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, last weekend.
Yeah.
It was last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
was
it
the
feels
third.
like
Yeah.
feels like 2 weekends ago, but it was
Yeah.
actually last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't had no rest
Mm-hmm.
because I woke up the Friday before and I was in so much pain. I feel like I had kidney stones, but I think it was just from the heat.
Yeah. I just
I
think
just
from the
had,
exhaustion.
yeah, I just had back spasms
and
and
everything
heat
that.
exhaustion. Yeah.
Mm,
And I took that nice little nap, about 3-4 hour nap, and I woke up feeling fine.
yeah.
So we drove down that night and we went to New Life with Pastor Mackenzie and Pastor Ray
Yeah.
Patrick
We had such a wonderful
and Candace
time.
Andrews. We got to meet
Mm-hmm.
Candace Andrews
Mm-hmm.
this past weekend from Trinidad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's such a wonderful person.
She is. She's really wonderful.
The thing is, I had a chance to listen to her and her mom on Pastor Ray's show today this morning, and her mom is such a sweetheart. I see Candace came from a good home, and it was just so good to see her and her mom talk.
Yeah,
and
she
go
came
back and
from a
forth.
Catholic home too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't get to listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it probably when I'm on the road.
Yeah.
I'll replay it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's been a lot going on, and so we got to meet Candace. Then I drove back. Then I had to work last week Sunday. So
Yeah.
luckily we had a show we had already done, so we was able to put that on.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually did Candace show.
Yeah. And
Candace
guys,
Andrews,
if you
that's
missed
right.
that interview that we had with her, you can always go on Spotify and listen on our podcast, God is Real Podcast. You can look us up on there on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of those audio platforms. Yeah, YouTube.
Or you can go on YouTube.
Yeah,
even
hit up
back on
YouTube
Facebook.
and subscribe to our channel. Yep, we're trying to grow over there.
Yeah.
So you guys go over there and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is the God is Real and Well Podcast. You can search us up on there.
Yep.
And subscribe.
You can also go on my YouTube and give me a couple of subscribers because I don't have much. My daughter got more than me because she
Oh
puts
my
photos and
gosh.
pictures of her drawings on there.
Yeah,
I
she
think she's
quite the
got like
artist.
60. She got like 60 subscribers. I still got 16,
Ye-
19. I think I'm up to 19. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
19,
Look
baby. And
at
19
that.
ain't counting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Mm,
It's a funny thing. We do this podcast, but I'm not a social media person.
yeah.
I
But
don't
we
get
do it
on.
because we
No,
we
I know,
love
I
it.
know, no, I do because I love it. But I mean, in the sense of I don't get on Facebook.
Mm,
You'll be like, babe, did you see what that thing on Facebook? I'm like,
yeah.
I haven't had a chance to. I'm driving. I don't have a chance to. Unless you want me to look at Facebook while I'm driving.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But
That's illegal.
I don't want you doing
Last I
that.
looked, that was illegal, right? Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
so.
want you
Right.
doing
I don't
that.
want to do that
So
either. Right.
please don't be driving and texting. Hi,
Exactly.
Shara,
So,
my
oh yeah,
sister.
yeah, your twin sister.
And
Yeah.
we are
So,
identical.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can still tell you apart though.
Yeah. You know what's exciting is that my nephew started university,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you guys probably seen the photos and stuff that I put up with my
You think you
brother
put so many
and
photos up
stuff.
on
Yeah,
Facebook? It was
listen,
ridiculous.
I'm overjoyed. I'm over the moon about my nephew starting university, and I'm proud of my other nephew as well. He's on the varsity team at his school, Center Point High School, which I didn't realize he was on the varsity team when I texted him the other day, and he was like, "Auntie, I'm on a varsity team." I was like, "What?" And he tall as heck, so I wasn't surprised really,
You
but
just
I'm
said you're
just,
surprised.
yes, I was
Which one
surprised.
is it? You're surprised or you're not
You know,
surprised?
I'm between.
Make up your
I'm
mind.
between, but I'm just really excited
Yeah, thank you. Because
that
you're definitely in between.
I just really excited. I was so proud of my nephews. You know, I seen them grow, and to see them where they are now is just a blessing. You know, and my nephew Jason is doing well too. I'm just excited about all my family doing a great things. My cousins to start university. Um, you know, it's just so broad and so wide, and just so good to see all the different young people starting their lives and starting their journey on going, making something out of themselves. And I think that's very important.
Hmm.
And Candace's mom said something that was really important. It starts from home. You know, we have to encourage our children to want to be good people, want to do something with themselves. So I just think it's very important that we help them and encourage them to do their work, to even just small things, clean up the house, giving them the independent possibilities that they can also use in the world. So that's what I'm really excited about. Hi, Frederica. She's tuning in. How are
What up?
you?
What up?
But yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm glad.
Hmm.
You finally got him started doing dishes.
Yeah. Well,
And he ain't
yeah.
take out the garbage. I'm gonna get him after the show.
Yeah. But they've been doing so
Like,
good,
son, you want to take out the recycling? Because he act like he don't see it.
But you know what? He's been very proactive. So I think
Mm.
it's good. When you start him at a young age, like my mom did, she had us cleaning up everything. And I must say that helped me to be an organized person. So it teaches you organization. It teaches you to be responsible. It teaches you to just want to feel good. So having a clean house, a clean room, clean clothes, make you feel good. It make you feel like you have
Oh,
accomplished something.
yeah. On that note, I actually was shocked because when Jahani was here, that boy
Hmm.
clean.
Yes, he
That
does.
boy clean. He clean. I mean, like after because we had a blow up bed and he was down here in the studio
Hmm.
because we don't have no more space, but he was down here. It's big enough for a bed,
Right.
and he'll deflate the bed
Hmm.
and then he'll fold up everything.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I walked down, I'm like, dude, really? Like you're making me look bad. Like, stop it.
when you teach your kids to be, do those type of simple things, some simple tasks, you'll be amazed how that carry over later on in life. You don't want no lazy child that don't clean up
Well,
anything. You
see,
like
that's the
clean up
thing.
this room.
I can't even take credit for that because I haven't seen him since he was 12. So
Well,
I
his
can't.
mom did a good job
Yeah, I'm
then.
saying
His
I
mom did
gotta
a good
big up his
job.
mom for that. I
Yeah.
actually do gotta big up his mom. I said that. I have
Hmm.
to big up. I told you that I have to reach out to her and big her up because the way just his whole demeanor and the way he was,
Yeah.
she definitely did a good job of raising him
And you know what was
for the
exciting
time that
that
I
we was
wasn't there.
yeah, the exciting thing when Jahani came, we got to put pictures up, guys. We're gonna put pictures up that we haven't had we
I just
didn't
said
have a
I'm
chance.
bad at social
Yeah,
media.
we haven't had a chance to share. So I'm gonna put some pictures up because it was so exciting to see my husband reconnect with one of his sons in New York. It's such a grand time, and I can't wait until we do that again. But yeah, it was such a long wait, but it was worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely. And he got us to do things we normally don't do. We went
Yeah,
swimming,
bowling.
bowling, stuff that we could do on a regular basis. But we're
Yeah,
such homebodies. We just don't
we
do
got to do
nothing.
better. We got to do better by making more
Yeah, but he
memories.
made us get out. He made us get out. The kids was like, I'm done. These 2 weeks, they're like, I'm home. We can stay home. We don't have. You haven't even know. They haven't asked to go to the park.
Right.
They normally be like, "Oh, can we go to the park?" They're like, "Man, we done enough in these 2 weeks. We
Yeah.
good."
But you know, the traveling and
They
stuff
want to
we've
go
been
swimming
doing.
though again.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got to do
gotta
that
take them
again.
swimming. Yeah,
Do that again.
I just
You know,
gotta
making
take 'em.
memories with those kids
Oh, yeah,
is
definitely.
important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Memories is always a beautiful thing with when it comes to your children making memories.
Mm-hmm.
So how was the rest of your week beyond all of that?
It was good. You know, it's going by fast, I think. You know, I'm like,
went by fast. You
yeah, it
should
went
say.
by fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was good.
I had an eventful week.
Yeah, other than you always trying to break your doggone arm.
Yeah, I know that's my point. I had an eventful week.
I'm on the phone talking to my mom, and the next thing you know, he's sliding down the stairs. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, Peter, you okay? You okay?
And my 12-year-old is holding me up by my shirt. She's a strong little girl. She holding me up by my shirt to help me from falling down the stairs. So I'm hanging on the stairs, and
she literally 115 pounds trying to drag you,
trying
to hold you.
No, she wasn't trying to drag. She was just trying to keep me
keep you from falling and breaking your arm,
yeah.
literally. But you did bruise your shoulder, but
it popped out and popped back in. Yeah,
these stairs in our house are narrow. Okay, so
well, that was my fault because I should have waited for whenever she was coming up the stairs, I was going down, and I was like, "Well, she's small enough. I can make it past her." So we went sideways we turned sideways, but these stairs are not made for that. You have to have your foot the horizontal, the long way, not sideways.
Right.
And when I hit the sideway, I just went bloop.
And I looked.
And I grabbed the rail, and I just felt my shoulder go pop.
I'm talking to my mom on the phone. Again. And I was like, Peter, you okay? You okay? You okay? My mom was like, what in the world is happening?
Hey, thank God he blessed me with high tolerance because I went to work today.
Yes, you did.
I couldn't move my arm that well, but I did work, and I was able to do my job with my left hand.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
I'm just so glad you didn't break your arm because Lord knows I couldn't have picked
that's
you
fine.
up.
I would have just called 999 and then because over here, folks, in the UK is 999 for those in the US. It's not 911. It's 999. We just called 999. They would have came and took me to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have been fine. I mean, my tolerance is pretty good. I've always had a high tolerance.
Man, when I fell down the stairs when I was in this house, I almost broke my ankle.
You didn't almost break your ankle. Actually,
it was my ankle.
It was those very steps behind us, wasn't it?
How you gonna say I didn't almost break my ankle? I had on a shoe thing. Yeah. Whatever. I got a picture.
You only had a shoe because I bought you the shoe from work because I worked at A&E at the
but
time.
I almost broke my ankle still.
You didn't almost
break I said what I said.
Yeah, yo, that's your new phrase. I say what I said. Don't mean it's true. Just because you said it don't mean it's true.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
it's all the way true around this thing.
Right. Yeah.
But
everything you say is so true.
And
real.
Yeah.
And raw.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Right. Okay. If you say so.
Yeah.
So so pretty much for that, and got a busy week, so just gonna have to just take it easy, and hopefully my shoulder will mend little by little.
It will. It will get better.
Yeah, I know. As long as I don't have to deal with you too much.
I'm glad you make yourself laugh.
Kaya thought I was really hurt. She was so upset. She came and checked on me.
Yeah.
Sat with me for a while.
Kaya was like, "Did Daddy dying?" I was like, "Not yet."
Your mama ain't killed me yet, girl. Your mama ain't killed me yet.
Oh, I ain't ready for that yet. Oh my gosh. Let's get to what we was actually going to be talking about today.
Yeah, sure. No problem. What were we going to be talking about today, Tom?
You know, the roles.
I know, but I'm work with me, woman. I'm saying, what are we going to talk about today? You're like, I do know, but I want you to tell the folks what you know.
Yeah. So me and my husband talking during the week, probably a little bit before then, talking about the different roles that husbands and wives play in marriage, relationships or whatever. And I think it's important that we share those things, especially our roles that we play. You know, the things that we do.
Yeah.
Because everybody do things differently. They may not do it the way we do it.
What we do it.
Yeah, but this is how we do it.
Yeah, because I like to tell people we are not counselors, we are not doctors, and we are not psychologists or any of that.
Yeah.
This is just how we do our thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope that we bless somebody with the way we do it.
Right.
because it works.
Yeah. Well, it's working for us. I would
That's what I'm saying. It works for us. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, it works.
Yeah, it may work
Yeah.
for someone else as well.
Yeah.
But
I think it would.
mm-hmm.
I think it would.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not based on nothing more than just God and loving the Lord and
Mm-hmm.
trusting Him, and then we just let everything else fall into place.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely would work.
Mm-hmm.
So which one to go first? The role of the man, the role of the wife, or
We can go with the other one, the wife. We can start with the wife.
okay?
Start with me.
Yeah, because you guys are the longest.
No, I was looking up a couple of things about the roles of a wife, but then I said, you know what? They don't. It's not something. I think it's something you learn as you go throughout your marriage. The importance of your role as a wife, and I also think it's also depending on how you was raised. And I saw how my mom was a good role model, a good mother, a good wife, and she also worked as well. She was a workaholic, and not workaholic in a bad thing, but she was independent, which I love, and strong. And I saw how she was there. She took care of us. She cooked for us, clean and all of that carried over to me. And I'm just, the role that I play as a wife to be supportive for you to my husband, number one, and to pray with you to like if you have any things you want to do in our marriage, I try to support that in every way possible, because I think it's possible that we encourage each other, because we all have different goals that we would like to reach, especially even when you're married, and to support that person while they're going through that process is important as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I do that. I think I support you in every way. I must admit, in the beginning, I used to always be like, "Why you got to do this or why you got to do that?" But now, as you know, you grow and mature, you see that sometimes you have to do different things for your family to be, what's the word, Pijo? Increase, be supportive, yeah, and to grow, in your marriage, is to sometimes, try those different things that your spouse want to do, and see how it rolls. And I think that's what I've been doing, and also being a nurturing person. I try not to treat you like a baby. Do I treat you like a baby?
Heck yeah.
Oh, I think sometimes I do.
Oh no, sometimes it's understatement.
Yeah, but
you love to do this. Is the thing you love to do. We need to talk about something, and you'll wait till I'm busy to then want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You did it to me this morning.
Yeah, I did.
We woke up this morning. We was up for a good hour, just talking in bed, just talking.
Yeah.
As I'm getting ready to go to work, that's when you decide, oh, you want to talk about a bill or talk about this, and I'm looking at you like, I'm struggling just to put my clothes on. I am hurting right now. Yeah. My shoulder's killing me.
Yeah.
And now you want to have this discussion as you know that I'm about to walk out the door. Like, why? You could have talked to me an hour ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think of it then. Oh yeah, well, you can't think of it now either then.
Okay,
I got
anyway,
to go.
back to my roles. So next, so we wasn't here for you to vent. Okay, so moving on. So
I was hoping that one in. I said, I'm gonna make sure I bring that up.
Goodness, Peter.
I'll make sure I bring that one up.
I asked you a specific question. You go into
what's
something.
Your specific question?
So obviously they've been on your mind all day. You should have called and told me so we could have ended
that.
Excuse
me. What's the specific question that you had for me, sweetie?
I didn't say I had a question for you. I was finishing my statement.
Oh, okay. I'll finish your statement.
But anywho, I would just want to say, as a wife, we play an important role, and I think I have learned that trying to be a good mom, being there for my kids, spending time with them, spending time with you. But I think one thing we have to work on in our marriage is spending more time together for like dating and going out and stuff.
Well, I think now that the kids are older, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem was that we had nobody to watch the kids.
Right.
And being in the UK where we don't have that many, we have friends, but we don't have nobody that really lives within the area.
Yeah, in the vicinity.
So it was kind of hard to, say, hey, can you watch our kids for a few minutes?
Right.
So that was part of the problem. Mm-hmm. But now that they're older and we feel more comfortable leaving them home for an hour or two. Mm-hmm. And it's legal here, so we can leave them.
Yeah.
Because Pijo's 14 now.
Right.
But not saying that we're going to do that, but it just gives us more
of a leeway. They be like, okay, y'all leave, y'all call us,
Mm-hmm.
So they be ready for us to go. Wonder why.
They be like, peace, because then they could just chill and do nothing.
Yeah.
Kyle go in there and make a sandwich, which I found out the other day she knew how to do. She even that little girl did. I didn't know she knew how to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know she's 8, but she was acting like, "Daddy, could you make me a sandwich?" And the other night, I caught her in the middle of the night making a sandwich. I said,
I'm teaching her, because I'm
Nah,
like,
I don't know if you taught her that. I think she did that on her own.
no,
I
she
was like,
watched. Kids are very observant.
yeah, I know she watches, so that's what I'm saying. She was
Mhm.
she had took the bread
So
out.
that's teaching her.
She
Same
had
thing.
took the meat. She had took the meat out. She put it on the bread. She put the bread over it, and she put the food back in the fridge. Closed, got her drink. Came, sat down at the table, and started eating. I'm looking at her like,
Well, that's what you want. You want your kids to do certain things.
I said she's been juking us for the last year or so because she could have been did this.
See, that's a role right there. I've been teaching them how to, at a certain age, they need to start bathing themselves. They need to start being more independent. Got them more fixing their own food, just doing different tasks like that. And that's the role I play as a wife and as a mother, is to be teach our children different things, and that's what we have to do. Well, either way, that's what I do. And I think my children has really been showing that, like, wow, they paying attention, they listening to what I'm saying, and it feels good to see your kids doing things that you actually taught them, and they really good at it.
Well, we was talking, yeah, definitely. We was talking about as the role of the wife,
right?
And I was just thinking, yeah, pretty much you do the things like, you're very supportive of me.
Yeah.
You've learned how to, what's the word, to ease on me a little bit, because before you used to be very rah 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 rah.
Yeah.
And you now listen if I say, hey, take a minute, give me a minute, or ease back a little bit.
Right.
And then definitely as a mother being home with the children, that has been a great
it's been a great
thing.
experience for me.
Not just a great experience, it's been a great help for us, because I feel it has made our children more well-rounded,
right?
Than if when they're both at work and they're not home,
right?
Or they have somebody else watching them.
Mm-hmm.
I think our kids have definitely been blessed that they can have their one parent home with them at all times throughout their whole life.
Yeah.
That they have been able to.
And
it's been a bit of a struggle, but God has
right.
taken care of us and helped us and provided for us when we needed to. So, but
one thing I love is that I'm able to do that quality time, pray with them, have devotions.
Well, I pray with them too. I mean,
yeah,
we pray
no,
together
I'm just
with
saying,
them. But
yeah. I'm talking about the times when I'm just here with them, and they going through their different little changes. I'm able to be like, okay, what's up? Have those heart-to-heart conversations. As a mother, that's the part of being in the nature role of a mother, just being there listening and just talking to them. You'll be amazed sometimes how your kids just open up to you when you're talking about different things, and then they, and the time I say you spend with them become it's a vulnerable moment that they just open up and feel comfortable talking to you. I never want my kids to feel like they can't speak to me about things that's going on in their lives.
yeah.
So that's why I'm so glad I had the opportunity to be home with them and just spending that time with them.
Like I was saying, it's more than just the role of you being a role of the wife. I mean, in the sense of that, for me, I think the role of a wife is, and this is just based on what we do. Just like when I get home, you want to make me dinner. I'm like, I'm okay. I go make my own dinner sometimes. I'm like, you've been with the kids all day. I can go make my own dinner. Taking care of them, taking care of me, rubbing my feet.
Yeah.
Rubbing my shoulder.
Like I just like making sure the house tidy, making sure everything is done, making sure you eat, making sure whatever you have to get done for yourself is done. Nothing is more important than that. And spending time with you, praying with you, encouraging you throughout the day, calling, checking on you. That's important. Some people, some marriages can sometimes fail when they don't do those little things.
True. And then I always tell you too, more than anything else, your role more than anything is to make time for yourself.
Right.
So I don't bother you when you're in your little groove, or you're making a song in your head, or you're just on a computer. I let you be, because I feel like that's your time to just do your own thing, and just that's how you kind of relax.
Right.
So, or watching a movie or something, even though you'd be like, want to come watch the movie? No. Because all you're going to do is fall asleep anyway.
I try to stay
You
up.
probably do better if nobody's around you watching the movie than if we're all around you watching the movie. Did you fall asleep with Pedro today?
No,
Oh, I'm
it was
shocked.
during the day.
That don't stop you.
Yeah, but I was
I've seen you
actually.
go to sleep at 12 in the
But
afternoon
you know
watching a
what? The
movie.
most exciting thing I think I posted on Facebook about the time that me and my son spend together. We talk, we laugh. We was just it was just felt so because he's older now, and we able to have full-fledged conversations, and just getting to know him on a different level. You know, what I'm saying he's really growing into an awesome young man, and I just know he's gonna be even more as he get older. But it just felt good to just sit and talk to him, and I wasn't talking to him like he was a baby. We were just having a conversation. I really enjoyed
And you
that.
almost butchered his hair, but that's another story.
No, I didn't. I did good.
So, as a role as a wife, what do you think you could do better at
Um.
dealing with me?
Oh, dealing with you.
Hmm.
I would just say being more patient, because sometimes I think I be wanting stuff done like now, and if I ask you to do something, I just or something like that, or if I'm talking to you about something, I just would be little bit more patient with you.
I
I
actually
would say
take my
that.
time on purpose sometimes just to
Mm,
teach you patience
yeah, I just
because I know you be wanting it right then and then. I'm like, I think I'm gonna take a minute.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna take a break.
Mm,
I'll be down in 10. I do it in 30 minutes, and then it turns
mm,
into an hour.
yeah, but it's
And you're
fine
sitting there
because
steaming like,
no, it's fine. It's just it is what it is. I don't think that's fair, but yeah, that's what. Don't do something you don't want done to you. So that's
it
what
don't
you.
bother me when you do it. Don't bother me at all. Take your
Yeah,
time.
yeah. But
What do I be trying to? What do I rush you on?
I didn't say you rush. You asked the
Mm,
question, and I was
yeah,
answering it.
like I said.
Hmm.
So, more than anything, but like beyond all of that, because I wanted to get more into like what you think is like. Do you think being faithful, being compassionate, being honest,
Yeah,
communication?
yeah. Communication is important.
Is the faithful more important than communication?
I think both, right? I think they both is important.
Faithful is more important than being communicating. Shoot,
Yeah, I think they both are
I
important
say which one
things.
is more important, communication or being faithful?
Being faithful,
Thank you.
because if you're being
That's what I want.
faithful,
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
communicate, you'll be honest.
That's what I was trying to get you to say.
Yeah, yeah.
You trying to bring both in one? I'm like,
Yeah, I
nah,
am. I
nah. I'm
was
trying to
trying to.
separate them.
Yeah, I was trying to separate them too.
Stop trying to, do the group thing.
Yeah. I think being faithful to you, it's never been a hard thing to do. Being faithful to you is never was like, how can I be faithful to him? That was
We
never a
actually
struggle.
talked about this the other day. I think more than anything else that we do is we don't air our dirty. Well, we've aired our dirty lunch on the podcast,
But look, we ain't
but
said nothing we
we
can't repeat
no,
again. So
I know that, but
whatever.
I'm in the sense of we was having this discussion before, like if we was never to be together, if we had never made it through
A hard
what we
times.
made it through the hard times to where we are now. So I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about back in the day
Right.
when we was going through our hard times.
Mhm.
And if we had broke up, we never would have talked bad. Like I never would have talked, or you would never have talked bad about me
Right.
to anybody, or even the children, especially the children. But to
Right.
anybody else, you would have
Yeah.
like nobody would have knew why we did not work.
I don't see the benefit of talking bad about someone that you've been with and had children with. You know what I mean? Especially when you have children, it make it more complicated.
I don't even think it's about children. I
N-
think if you're
I mean,
married to somebody, you should be faithful to the end with that person. You should
yeah,
not talk bad about that person in general.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I think everybody should have their own opinion about a person, but I wouldn't give them a reason to have one for the
Because
person.
people
Yeah,
already are going to have their own perception
yeah.
or their own thoughts about the person,
Mhm.
and you don't need to give them ammunition or fuel,
Right.
you know,
But if
for
you
that.
allow someone tell you something about someone else and what they think, then you're allowing that person to influence you about that person, then that's wrong, because you're not letting that person get to know that person for themselves.
Right.
But I would never ever talk bad about you. I think when you're in a marriage and things will go sour and then you're not together, yes, definitely I would. I mean, people do. not everyone, but I'm saying for me, I wouldn't talk bad about you because why? You know what I mean? If you do, it's because you're mad that things didn't work out and how the things was.
Right.
Doesn't mean you have to break down the character of someone else. I don't think that's important at all. Because even if you're not talking bad to the children, and the children may hear from someone else, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a good thing to do.
Okay. So now we talked about the role of a wife. I
Hmm.
guess we talk about the role of a husband.
Yeah, let's roll it in.
All right. So what do you think? Well, you want me to say what I think is the role of a husband, or
Yeah. What do you think? I think
well,
I mean,
obviously,
for me, since you did say ask me, I think the role of a husband is to provide, is to be, first of all, to be a praying man. You know what I'm saying? A man that prays with his family, and also a provider, someone that provides for his family and do what they have to do to to make sure their family have what they need. And that's one thing I never had to worry about in our marriage, because you always been a worker. I mean, I ain't never had to worry about why you not working. Get up and work. And you sitting around playing video games or something, or you waiting on me to do something. I feel like it's always to have a man in your life that cares and loves his family enough to provide for them, to do what he have, whether he's sweeping the street. You know what I mean? He gonna do what he got to do for his family. And I feel like whatever the wife do in the marriage is just extra. You know what I mean? It's like an add on to the marriage if she bringing in that, you know what I'm saying, whatever she's doing, whether she's working or at home mom or whatever her role is playing in that. I think a woman is the enhancement, but a man supposed to provide for his family no
well,
matter what.
that's yeah, but the new world
Or the new world is
is 50-50.
well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it is 50-50. A woman is doing 50-50 if she doing her part. If she doing her part,
Right.
it's 50-50 if she doing
Right.
her
But it's
part.
not. But her part is not always in the monetary or in the
Yeah.
value
But
of what a
her
husband would
part
do.
ain't got to always be monetary.
No, I didn't say that. No. That's not what I'm saying. So
Because think about it like this. If a woman is working all the time, but she ain't taking care of her family, she ain't cooking for her kids, she ain't, making sure they homework done, she ain't doing the other stuff, then what is it?
that's true.
She coming home, house look a mess, I'm saying, stuff everywhere, kids all out of whack, you know what I'm saying? It's just everything is just in shambles. And what's she gonna say? I've been working all day. I mean, come on. I mean, when it's that type of situation where both people are working and the kids are doing whatever. I mean, some people do balance it well, and some people don't. You know what I mean? But I'm saying it just
Yeah.
depends on the
So
people.
like I was so on what you were saying, and like
Right.
as a role of as my role is definitely is to be love the Lord first.
Be the priest of the home.
Yeah, love the Lord first,
Mm-hmm.
and then is to lead and protect you guys at
Mm-hmm.
all costs, even
Right.
to the detriment of myself. I'll
I wouldn't
always
say detriment. Why you gotta make it sound so bad?
no, it's not a bad thing.
It sounded the way you sounded. You said
No,
detriment.
because I will harm myself to protect you guys.
Okay, got you.
That's what I mean. Like I would,
Protector.
yeah, I would, like they say, I would jump in front of a bullet for you guys because
Right.
that's my role.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to love you, to love the kids,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you guys have everything that you need. Um, we can't always get everything we need, but we get it.
No, everything we want.
Okay, that's true. Everything we want, but we get everything we need. That's true. Sorry, wrong sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I definitely have to be more patient with you, because I definitely lose my patience sometimes because you just irritate me to no end because I don't like you. But we already had this discussion.
Okay,
Already.
likewise.
Whatever.
Yeah. But to be
I
honest,
try
I
to.
didn't like you the other day, but that's okay because
What happened the other day?
I don't know. It was just something about you that was just irritating me, to the core. And
Ah,
it seemed like every time you did something, I was like, oh my gosh, like he really irritated me today. So like you said something, I'd be like, what? I'd be like,
and I say to you, don't be saying no what.
geez.
It's hey baby.
I ain't finna
It's
hate baby
hey.
when I'm in my mood.
Whatever. You need to get out your mood.
Mm-mm.
How about that?
But it was
Get out
just
of your
something about
mood.
you that day. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, you
Maybe I
know
was just
what?
looking real
I ain't
sexy
got
that
to.
day.
No, I was just. Mm-mm.
It's good to know. The funny thing is, I wasn't even paying attention to because
You
now
wasn't paying attention to
I
me.
don't.
You didn't
I
even
ignore you
you didn't
now.
pick up on it at all.
Why?
Like,
Why need to pick up on that
see,
for?
as a role as a husband, you have to start noticing little things.
I
like
noticed
that.
things like that, but I wasn't. I don't notice when you got an attitude because you know what? I don't care if you have an attitude.
It make me feel like if you don't notice, then you don't even you don't pay
Excuse
attention.
me. I don't need to know when you have an attitude because guess what? I'm still your husband. I'm gonna be here either way. So
Yeah.
guess what?
So you know
Get
what?
over it. Plain as ever.
You know, but I was just like, what? Like everything.
Fix your attitude,
every
like you
time
tell
you
the
be like-
children.
And you know
Fix
what
your
you know
face.
what you did say to me? You was like, "Sorry, I don't know what your deal is, but you need to sort it out." Right? and I was I
So
looked
see, I
at you
did pay
like
attention. See, I was paying attention, but
I
I
looked
don't.
at you like what?
I don't put no
You
crevice
didn't
to
say
I
it right
don't-
away. You know, you said it later on, like if the day had been.
Yeah,
you know,
because after a while you doing it all day, I'm like, wait, what's up? Like, I think I
Yeah.
remember that day because everything I said you was snapping, and I was just like, yo, you know what? I just walk away. All right,
and you
and
finally
I'll
was
come
like,
back, and then I'll say something else. You snap again, and I'm like,
yeah.
this chick is going on some other stuff right now.
Mhm.
So then I walk away, come back again.
And you
Say
said,
something.
and when you said that to me, I was like, oh. And so I stepped back for a minute, you know, and I got my thoughts together.
Mm,
And I was like, whatever. You know, I had said that. I was like, he didn't pay me no attention anyway.
I sure
So,
won't.
so it was just one of those things. But you know,
Mm.
getting back to your role. So what do you think?
And then, like I said, God first. Take care of my family.
Right.
I don't mind working. I will
Mhm.
work.
Mhm.
I've been blessed that I can work now, at least get one day off throughout the week. And if I have to work the other 6, I have to work.
You know what I love that you
Um,
can that I love that my husband have multiple things he can do. You know what I mean? He's not stuck to one career path, you know, which I love. I love that you could jump into one thing to the next and God has blessed you with that.
I want to jump into something else, but you told me not to leave my job.
I said not yet. You know what I'm saying? Chill.
I want to jump into something
No, because
that would give me shorter time and work and everything, but you're like, no, don't do that because
I said not yet.
Not yet.
It's
So
a
when?
time and place for everything, yo.
You just afraid of me not having a full-time job.
No, that's not the case. I told you what my reasons were.
Anyway, like I said, well, we're gonna get back into what I was talking about, and that
Your
is
role.
all
Go
right, my
back
role.
into
So
your
I
role.
try to do I fulfill your needs?
Yes.
You sure?
Well,
You just said I get on your nerves. See?
I'm thinking in other ways, but
no. Do I fulfill your need? See, do I treat you well?
yes, you do. You treat me well.
Do I spend time with you? And
Not
you know
like
what?
I want.
No. Wait. This week, have I not done better?
With what?
Spending time with you.
Spending time with me. Let me see.
I have not gone up to the room. I've actually stayed in the living room or come down into the studio. I've actually stayed.
Oh, you didn't go
around
into your dungeon.
I didn't go into my dungeon. I actually spent time with you and the kids. And thing because I know I've been working a lot.
I can't get you to watch a movie with me or a series.
No, because all you're gonna do is fall asleep.
Well, that's not necessarily
Then you're gonna make
true.
me sleepy, and then I'm gonna be no. That's
I just, it would be nice if we can binge.
It'll be nice
on a series.
No, we can't binge on no series because you don't know how to watch a series. No, I'm sorry, can't happen. We'll see. One day I will try. We'll try and see.
Peter,
anyway, like I said, but
if I could pick, this is the thing. You know what it is, Peter. You don't like to watch certain things that I watch.
You're getting off the topic. You're getting off the topic.
Okay, go back into your
So I have been spending this week. I've been making more of an effort to spend time with you and the kids.
Yeah.
Because before I would come home, I'll go upstairs and that was it. But I have been staying downstairs and spending time with you. I definitely know I respect you more than anything else in this world. I may not always show it, but I always respect you. So that
respecting me is also showing it. So you got to do both. You just can't.
No, because sometimes you get we're human and you get pissed off or you get irritated. You may not even say something. You may just your reaction may be that you don't respect the person, but I always have respect for you. So it's okay. I'm making an example. When we was going through everything we was going through, and then we start going we start turning the corner,
right?
And then we would have an argument or have a heated discussion, and you would say something to try to hurt my feelings or say something to kind of to tweak me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, in the
You did,
past. In the
right?
past.
In the past. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about in the
Mhm.
past. You would say
You
something
know
to
what? And
tweak.
that
Well, can I
also
finish? Let me
Oh,
finish.
sorry.
And so then I would say, I would just let it roll off my back
Mhm.
because I knew that you had respect for me. You was just pissed at me, so you was saying it to irritate me because you was irritated. And that's what I mean. Sometimes, we have respect for each other,
Mhm.
but sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you're gonna say something that you know is gonna push that button of the spouse, of
Mhm.
the partner.
Right.
And you really don't mean it. You're just saying it because you know it's gonna irritate them
Yeah.
because you want to get a rise out that person. So
Mhm.
you do it to kind of just poke the bear, as they say.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you still lost respect. You just, for that moment, you just poking the bear.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by, sometimes, I may not always show the respect, but I always do respect you.
Right. And the next thing I would say when we talk about roles, I think on both end about with husband and wife, I think it's important that a husband and wife or any relationship that you shouldn't tear up each other down. You know what I mean? Like don't talk bad about your
Oh, that was gonna be the next thing.
Right.
Not even tear each other down. Because you say I do this to you. I'm sorry to cut you off, but because I was actually just thinking about this. You say that I don't value your opinion of always downplaying your ideas.
I said that?
Yes.
Oh, I
And
said a lot
that's,
of
yeah,
things.
you do say a lot of things. So you don't even know. But the thing about it is this: communication.
Yeah.
When we're talking, you have to let everything else that you're doing go and pay attention.
Right.
Because if you're paying attention to me, then the idea that you just came up with, you would realize makes no sense because you was paying attention to what I was talking about before.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay. That's why a lot of times
Being in tune.
being in tune, right? We can
Yeah.
be out, you can easy to get out of tune
Yeah.
because you're easily to get distracted.
Yeah, I
I
am.
am too. And that's why when you talk to me, I'll stop everything I'm doing. You will still have your earpiece. You will still have something playing in your earpiece, a song or something in your earpiece while you're
Yeah.
trying to talk to me.
Mm.
And then 30 minutes later, come be like, oh, what do you think? And I'm like, Todd, we just talked about this. We did? I'm like, what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to, point that out to you.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back into
I'm talking about my role. That's my role, is to make you understand that, we have to be more be a better communicator towards each other. Because
That's true.
it's something that we, even though we've been married almost 17 years now, come October.
Wow, can you believe it?
Not really. Who would have thought it'd been for all this time?
I know.
Ooh, one person. Dang, that's a long time.
Well, you think? Let me hold on. Before we even move on. Some people in this world believe that you can't be one person for the rest of your life, just one person. Have you ever thought that way?
I don't know. When the kids get older, I'm thinking about it.
Oh my gosh! You know what?
Yeah, Kaya's what, 8? I give it to about 19, 20. Then be like, all right, I'm ready to be out.
We'll be old as dirt then.
I would not be old as dirt. I'm still young. I'm only 48. I'll be what, 48, 58, 65 maybe. I'll be back in my prime, baby. I'll be in my, ready to sell my elderly oats.
Oh my gosh.
You be holding me back. You're like, you too young, youngin. You're too young. I need an older head. Nah.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, now I'll never talk about stuff like that. Nah.
Yeah, but some people can't,
We're about to get all this time. Why not? I know I could be with you the rest of my life. I mean, you get on my nerves, but hey, that's just part of life.
Yeah. Well, do you think some people, like most times in marriages, those roles that they have, they get so complacent and so, they've been doing it for so long, they just there. Do you ever feel like that?
I'm not understanding the question.
You know
honestly.
how you can be in a relationship for so long and you just been jobbing together this long, you might as well just hang it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever?
I mean, yeah, but then that never lasted. After a while, they may just be on paper.
I mean,
like they just married on paper.
Most times it's just for companionship, to have that person there. You know what I'm saying?
But then they're not happy.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Yeah, I'm
They're
happy.
not in love.
I'm happy with you. I'm happy.
Are you in love? Are we in love?
I don't know. Are you in love?
Some days
I'm sometimes in love. Stop trying to beat my answers. Oh, you're trying to copy me. My goodness, you're always trying to
I'm
copy
not.
me.
I was just asking a question, yo.
Do you think I'm your best friend?
Yeah, I tell you everything
Mm.
sometimes.
It's say that the truth comes out because I always say to you,
No, seriously,
you
I
don't
do.
tell me everything.
No, if I
You
don't
don't
tell you
tell me
something,
everything.
I'd be like, then I come back to you and be like, Peter, you know what? I forgot to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? I come back to Peter, you know what? I
I'm a
meant to
firm
say
believer of
this,
this. I'm a firm believer of
or I
this,
meant to
and this
say
is
that,
this
or
doesn't mean that
whatever.
like being together because it's the right thing to
I
do.
can't get my
That's right.
monster.
Like being together because it's the right thing to do. That is so true, Frederica.
Yeah, that is
It's
so
not
true.
just the right thing to do. It's something, for us is what we love to do.
Right.
I love being with my wife. I love being around her, even though she irritates me. And now I
Yeah.
lost my thought what you were just talking about. Oh, I was just gonna say, um,
Oh,
we
it make a
don't,
lot of sense,
we don't,
Frederica. It
we
make a lot of
don't,
sense.
we don't. You can't. I tell you everything,
Yeah.
but it's always gonna be that one thing, one or two things that I mean, like
I
I
think we
think,
talked about this before.
yeah, like I think those papers came for the kids,
Right. I didn't
and I
even know
didn't
they
tell you
showed up.
exactly, and I put them up and totally forgot, and I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
And I was like, oh, I'll tell you later. And then life happened and things happened and the kids happened and I didn't
Not
tell you.
until my son was like, Ma, and he would talk to his best friend, Ma, did you get the papers for the school? I was like, what paper you talking about? He was going through this whole thing, and we had a whole discussion about. I said, Peter, please don't stress your mama out because I don't know what no paper is. I said, let me ask your daddy. And so I call you. I said, Peter, do you know something about some paper? And you was like, oh yeah, they came in the mail. I was like, well, when did it come in the mail? See, our communication is broken.
Our communication is not broken. I put the papers to the side and then I said, stop stressing me. I will think about it and I'll find it.
And you finally found it this
And
morning.
I found it when I looked for it. It took me 2 minutes. I just had
Mm.
to, don't stress me. I will find it.
Yeah. And you found it. But either who.
But like I said, so
Mm.
communication. Do you think that I am sensitive to you and what you need?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if I come to you and be like, Peter, I really want to get this, or I really want to do this, I need your support on this. You dog, you dig right in. You know what I mean? You be like, okay, babe, let's see how we can make this happen, and stuff like that. And we work towards it,
I know one thing.
And it actually, that reminds me, I need to talk to you about something after the podcast.
Oh Lord, I don't feel like talking. I'm going up in my room and meditating.
I have something I want to do.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, go ahead.
Other thing that I just thought about for us is along with the communication. I just forgot it. It just went in my head because you brought it up. Now you got me stressed over that.
Lord, send it to him. Jesus. Send it, Lord.
Oh man. I know I support you in everything you do. That's my role.
Yes.
I actually push you to do things because you don't like to do some of the things that you need to do.
I push you. You think I push you?
In a weird way, yes and no.
I don't push you to what's the no? You never told me I didn't push you.
No, I mean you push me to no in the sense of sometimes you because you think you're bothering me. But it's not that you're bothering me. It's when you put you know what it is, you push me at the wrong time.
Really?
Yeah, like you still gotta learn when to push me at the right time.
Well, what's the right time there, Pedro? Because I never knew I was doing it the wrong way.
Like this morning, don't try to push me when I'm trying to get ready to go to work. Push me.
No, that's different. I'm talking about push you in something that you want to do, not about.
No, I'm talking about
something.
I'm talking about just in general. Things. No, it's not just general. But you always push me to always do.
Could you please get off the morning thing? You about to irritate me with that. I'm serious.
If I irritate you about the morning, then maybe you want to talk to me about what you want to talk about.
No, I'm just saying. I really think you need to stop doing that. You really irritated me bringing that up. Like seriously. Like let it go already.
It's okay.
Don't make me act up on the live.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
Stop.
But yeah. So I believe that I support you. I believe I do take interest in everything you do. I think as a husband, we have
you know
to
what?
wait. Let me finish. As a husband, we have to be mindful and and always in tune with what our wife needs and don't need.
Mm.
Um, and just making sure that we get the things that we need to get done, even before you even realize that you need it. I've learned to be proactive in certain things to make sure that you have things in place even before you even realize that you're going to need it. Or I listen, or even just being in tune with you, because you have you have a tendency to throw little hints, and I say, okay, she just threw that hint. It's something. So
Right.
then I investigate. I'm like, okay, this is what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have it in place before. So when you're ready to do it, it's already there.
Right. So with the roles, what is one thing you think that would break a marriage? Like, what's one thing?
Communication.
That's it.
That always breaks. That's the number one thing that breaks a marriage.
Mm.
Yeah,
Will break
because
your relationship.
because it breaks a marriage because without communication, there's no trust. Without no trust, there's no marriage.
Mm.
If you don't communicate, if you don't have you don't have to like each other. If you don't like each other, communicate and say, "Look, I don't like you." Okay, then figure out how you can work around that.
Mm.
Either you're not gonna be together, or you're gonna work where you can be together and like each other.
Mm.
But communication, I think that's I mean, beyond the fact of cheating on somebody, but
Yeah.
that's the easy way out. I think to me, cheating on somebody is the easiest way out. That's just a way of
But you know what?
um
What makes
I've
somebody
said
want to
this,
cheat?
like I just said, because they know that's the easy way out.
Mm.
I just said that it's the easy way out. If
Mm.
you cheat, then I can get out of doing what I need to do,
Right.
you know? And
Mm.
because you mean, I guarantee there's been plenty of times where guys that cheated on their wife and they still love their wife. But because the wife is making them unhappy, they just cheat because they figure,
Instead of talking about,
instead of
look,
talking
this is what
about
I'm
it,
not
right?
happy
And the
about.
woman too, instead
Mm-hmm.
of talking about it, and then they say, "Oh, well, if I would have, um, just went and talked to them, maybe we could have worked this out."
Yeah.
But by the time you cheat, it's at that point of no return for most people. Some people
Yeah.
still stick together, but most people,
But it's the
that's
but you
that's
know
the
the
that's the
trust is
factor.
never really there, right? Not when you cheat on someone, it's just on a whole different level
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
of trust.
people. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say that's the easy way out.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to get out of a relationship or marriage, most people just do that, and then oh, I'm with somebody else. I don't want to be with you no more.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in love with someone else.
Yeah,
That's kind of messed up.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
say, well, you can't love two people. So if you don't love me, you love the next person. Peace out. And I was out. I was. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't
One
I
thing
don't
I'm
think you
not.
can
One
love
thing.
I don't think you can I don't think a person can love two people and be in love with two people. Because you're gonna love one more than you love the other person. I mean, it's just isn't
Anyway, I
it's
don't
just
think
the
you
way
could
it
date two
is.
people and be in love with both of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's because you're gonna like one. It's gonna be something that the other one don't do
Hmm.
that you like more or
Unless you
less.
love them for the different things they do.
Yeah, but it can't all just be sexual.
I didn't even say sexual.
No, I'm just saying it can't
I
all
just
be
mean in
sexual.
general. They could, maybe one rubs her feet better than the other one, and then the other one takes her out and spends money on her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I'm just saying it's always,
Right.
But as we digress, we're gonna get away from that for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, we
So,
kind of.
like we was talking about, one thing I know that I definitely have to support you with is and my role is to keep you off the ledge,
Ooh.
because you're quick to get on the ledge. I
Mm.
think the sky's falling and fire and brimstone is coming down from heaven.
I don't think that.
Yeah, you do. You
Oh
always
my
like
gosh.
right to the not negative, but right to the bad. Like, what? Calm down,
Well,
calm
what if,
down.
or I don't know,
Yep, calm down.
type of thing.
It will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
It will happen. You will see that it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take a breath and
Yeah, I think, but the other thing, I think when a husband and wife take their roles seriously in their marriage and they grow together from the beginning to the end, it's just a different level of respect you have for your husband and wife. You know what I mean? Um, because sometimes just because you married don't mean some people respect each other. You
well,
know.
that's the thing. Like I was gonna just say, like for me, I'll tell any man that has a wife or a partner,
Mhm.
um, to just love that person
Unconditionally.
unconditionally
Mm-hmm.
as God loves you,
Mm-hmm.
and to take the good and the bad,
Yeah.
because
'Cause
you irritate me, but I've learned to, even though you irritate me, to say, okay, that's something I don't like, but you know what, let me think of the things that I do like.
you know what?
Let
I did
me
that the other day because I was irritated with you, and I was like, "What are the things that I like that make me want, baby?"
That's good to know. Thanks a lot.
I'm just being for real, being really raw right now. And I
No,
was
like, it's
like,
exactly. So I accept you for for who you are. See, I'm not
mm,
trying to change you, because nothing I do is going to change you. I could try to show you how to be different, and
but
you would, and
nobody
but
should want
it's
to. I mean, I don't
no, no,
think
no.
change should
I
happen because the person
no.
trying to change you. I think change happens in the marriage when you
That's what.
both
Well, that's
grow
if you know, as I just said.
together.
Listen, I just said, I didn't say I'm not trying to change you.
Yeah, I was just
I
saying.
tried to show you, like, if you do this, if you do it this way,
Right.
let's see if it works different.
Yeah.
Because the way you've been doing it is not working.
Yeah.
So let's try a different way.
Mhm.
Because sometimes, we're stubborn.
Mhm.
So if you do it this way, guess what? And then it works. Maybe there's something to it.
Yeah.
And I expect the same thing from you. If you see me doing something that you think I could do better, you'll say, "Hey, let's try to do it this way," and I'll try it. If it's better, then we stay on there.
Mhm. That's important.
But
That's really
like I
important.
said, it's all about communication. That's why I said communication is the number one thing that
Mhm.
could destroy marriage. Because if it's all about communication.
Yeah, you know what
I'll be
I like
honest.
about our relationship. I like that in our marriage. I like that we can sit and talk about things, and and you'll be like, we can just talk about anything. And when you get to that point in your marriage where you can just talk, regardless if you may hurt the person or whatever, you may not like everything they say, but you can still agree to disagree. You can still talk, and still have respect and love for each other. That's a real thing.
And that's what I'm talking about. So, like, we communicate. If I knew about communication, I wouldn't have got divorced the other 2 times.
Right.
I'll be honest.
Hmm.
My communication skills was next to none.
But you was quite young when you first got married.
Yeah, but I'm still saying, I'm talking to that young person that may be listening or maybe hear this down the road,
Mm-hmm.
is that don't be just so quick to think that the grass is green on the side, or that, because I think in today's society we have that cancel
The council
society where it's
cancel
just
you real
like,
quick.
oh, you're not doing this, I'm going. Oh, you're not doing that. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not dealing
And
with it.
just try to understand,
Mm-hmm.
and then sit down and have a conversation with the person. Say, this is what I don't like. This is what I like.
Right.
Then you make the decision. Okay, if you don't want to, and my role as a husband is, when I'm talking to you, is try to get you to understand my point of view, but also understand your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to, we're talking about stuff, and we're trying to come together on something that we're disagreeing on.
Right.
So I have to say, okay, this is my point, this is your point. Where can we compromise and get to where we both will be happy with the decision that we're going to make together?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just, and I know the old school is, like, well, I'm the husband, I'm the king, my rule stands, and I don't use that often.
I think a husband and wife, both people should have a voice.
I know that, but no, sometimes I'd be like, no, but this is how we're gonna do it. But I don't use it that often. I don't say that often. I don't
Right.
even say that at all, actually. But I mean, I don't say, like, I don't
I mean, because
say.
even though you may lean towards one thing, don't discount the other person
No, I
idea.
don't discount what
You know
you're
what I'm saying?
saying.
I'm
I'll
talking about
say,
the
right.
idea. If it
I'll
don't
say
work,
to you.
like if your thing don't work, then okay, let's see, how you said it, let's try it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't throw
Well,
it out.
that's what. No, I don't, because that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you have an idea, be like, okay, let's do your idea. But if it don't work, we're gonna do it my way.
Right.
But then sometimes I'm like, I think it comes with experience. Like I have in the past, and this that's been like, look, Ty, I same situation. Say I've had a situation like this. That's not gonna work. We need to
Right.
do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, okay, because that's just, I know it's gonna work.
Right.
And then you was like, no. And I said, okay, so
But
we did
most
it.
times when I know that you're passionate, most times, see, that's why
No,
it's
what I'm
important
saying
to
is
know your
sometimes
mate.
right, but I'm saying this is in the beginning, and then we did it your way, it didn't work, and they did it my way. And it was like, oh,
But that was the beginning stage of us growing and
I know that,
maturing.
Tom. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
I'm just talking about for young people out there.
Yeah, for young people.
That just learn to respect each other and understand that each of you are going to not always agree. It's okay to disagree.
Right, because you're gonna think differently because you're two different
Right.
people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Your husband and your wife is not gonna think the same on certain things because
Mhm.
everybody, raised differently around different people, so they're gonna think differently. So what you do is you sit down and you talk about, look, let's try this, and if that don't work, then let's try this. Don't just throw out the other person. Like I just said earlier, not too long ago, don't throw it all out. Just try to lay it all on the table and see what works.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's compromising in a marriage. You're trying to make, or in a relationship, you wanna you don't want to discount the other person's feelings. You want the other person to feel like what they saying or doing count. It matters.
Yeah.
Because the minute a person feel like, oh, you don't care about what I think or how I feel, so whatever, just do it however you want to do it. You know what I mean? Then somebody got to be mature. Somebody got to say, okay, you know
Why you
what?
say it like that? What do you mean somebody gotta be mature? No, somebody just gotta make sense out of it. Just
Right. Well, somebody got to be
you say
like,
mature, you acting like we're both children or something.
no, I'm talking about in the sense of the way you think. You know what I'm saying? If a
Well, you
person
both
is,
should be
is if,
you
if, a-
both
if
should
a
be
person is
mature.
if a person is being one-sided, right, and they not listening to the other person, not even
That
worrying
doesn't mean
about,
that they're being immature though.
then what is it then?
If a person they have a belief or something, okay, you have a belief or something, I have a belief or something. We're both bumping heads on it. Doesn't
Hmm.
mean that you're being immature. It just
Hmm.
means that you have a belief of what you're thinking of is going to work.
Okay. And if it don't work, then what?
If it don't work, then you figure out how to make it work.
Right.
But that has nothing about being immature. That's just about being stubborn and you want something done the way you want it done.
Right.
That's not being immature though.
Okay. Wrong word.
No, I'm not saying that you're saying the wrong word. I was just, pointing out that, it's not being immature because you're not always, like we just said, we're not always going to agree on stuff. You're going to have a different view. I'm gonna have a different view.
Hmm.
It takes both of us to come together and talk about
But
it
you,
and
but you,
communicate.
but you know what it is too. Sometimes, it could be just the smallest thing. You know what I mean? That you guys may be talking about or trying to figure out that can blow into the biggest thing. But when it's the big situations, it don't get so out of whack. So like it's always that. It's always that way. It's always the small things that go out of hand
Well, that's
that
for
can
us.
really.
I
I
think
think
for
it could be
us,
like that in other relationships.
I think it all depends. Some people are the opposite. Some people, the big things blow up and the little things don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on the dynamic of the relationship that the couple's in.
Hmm. So with that, being our roles, do you sometimes feel because we have children that you feel stuck in a marriage?
Never,
No, I was
because
just
the children,
asking because some people do.
no, the children have nothing to do with our marriage
Mm. But for
because
some people, it's like, oh, we're
because
gonna stay together because the kids. We're gonna
well,
try to
no,
make
the
it
reason why I
work.
say that's
But
because
then you don't.
the reason why I say this because if you have children, the children are part of the marriage. But
Hmm.
what happens after, like, if we don't have a strong relationship in our marriage and the kids is leaving, and that's why some people, after the kids get older and move out, then they break up because they was just together because of the kids.
Hmm.
But I think once the kids go, then we have, I already know how we're gonna be as an older couple.
Right.
I can tell you already how we're gonna be as an older couple.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you could see the future.
It's not about seeing the future. I
Oh.
just know our demeanor. So for me personally, I know how it's gonna be. So once the kids get older and they move on, they
Mm.
get, adults, I'll probably still be working.
Yeah.
You actually probably, because now the children are in the house, you actually probably will start working more then.
Hmm.
So then we'll be coming and going,
Yeah.
and we have more of a you have more of, where you now not the housewife, but now you're the working mom, and
Mm.
and I'm not gonna start working because I can't stay home.
Yeah.
I'm not a homebody. I'm a homebody, but I can't stay home for too long. I go crazy. Like the 2 weeks when Johanny was here, I was like, you know what? This is the longest I've been off of work ever.
Yeah.
And it was like I was shaking. I was like, what is going on? I can't.
Hmm.
So I already know. So, but even still, like, say if you become a self, um, I can't think of word, a self employer where you're doing your own business.
Right.
and you're working from home,
hmm
I'm still gonna get out and go do something. Even if I gotta volunteer, I'm gonna go draw blood to do something, volunteer, because I just gotta get out the house.
Yeah.
And then when I come home, I can still say, I'll come home, give you a kiss, we have dinner together, and then I go upstairs and you'll stay downstairs. And then we'll have
That sounds like a boring life.
not a boring life. And then we'll probably, we'll still spend time together. And because at that time I'm
As
older,
we get older,
as a
that's
thing,
gonna
I'll
be
probably
kinda
watch a movie.
mush.
I'll probably
I
start
really
watching a
wanna
movie with
I
you.
want us to travel more as we get older, but
Yeah, that would be the goal, is for us to travel more
Mhm.
and things like that. But I could see, because one thing I say about us, we both like our space.
Yeah,
We like
I
being
do.
around each other, but we both like our space. We like,
Mhm.
to
That's why it's so important to know your mate, to know when to scale back and
yeah,
get him their
exactly. So I can see
space
exactly where we'll be at,
and stuff like
and
that.
so but it's see we're not. I'll put it this way: we're not together because of the kids.
No, you're not. You best believe we're not.
We're not together because of the kids. Plain and simple. That's my whole point of the whole conversation,
Mhm.
is that we're not together because of the kids.
Mhm.
And coming up, we're going to have a whole talk about the kids and upbringing and how we raise them, and
Yeah.
how they should be raised, and
Mhm.
all of that. That'll be on our next upcoming podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, yeah, that's why I know for a fact that's how we would be.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, I definitely know I'm not with you because of the kids.
Yeah.
So once the kids leave, I know we'll be fine.
Yeah.
You still get on my nerves, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
You think we'll still be doing the podcast then?
I don't know. We'll see. Only God knows.
That'd be like 10 years from now. Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
long time.
probably.
Maybe.
So much gonna be probably more likely advanced, even more by then.
Mm-hmm. Will we be like hovering or something in a chair?
Who finna be
I'm
hovering
joking.
in the chair?
I'm
You gonna
joking.
lie?
I used to say back in the day when Y2 came, we was gonna be, in flying cars and all that.
I hope I'm still mobile. Well, I'm able to walk around
In 10 years, I hope you're
myself.
still mobile. I hope you're still mobile myself in
You
10
talking about
years.
being in a wheelchair, yo?
I didn't
No,
say
not
wheelchair. I
me.
said in a chair. I didn't say a wheelchair. I said in a chair.
Okay.
You got to open up your ears. You got the head bugs on, right? The headset on there. You can hear, right?
Hmm.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I can hear.
Besides your yawning.
Yeah. It's about that time.
Yeah, it's about that time. But like I said, we just want to thank everybody for joining us as we talked about the roles of a husband and a wife is in our household.
Yeah.
We want to thank you for joining us again, and we ask that you'll come back next Sunday. We'll be back starting next Sunday. We'll be back 9 o'clock every Sunday at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh, I want to say one thing. Just wanted to plug a couple of things. We're on Aventus Radio at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Aventus Radio London in the UK.
Yeah.
But I wanted to plug. There's a new show on Aventus Radio London, so please go on and
The breakfast show.
download the app. The Aventus Radio London. Just you'll see the app. You download it, or if you have DAB radio, which I don't even know what that means, but I know there's a radio here in the UK. And from 7 to 9 a.m., Aventus Radio London has a new show called The Breakfast Show with
Right.
Pastor Ray Patrick, Josephine Wilkerson, and Paulie. I'm not much for listening to shows, but I do listen to that in the morning. It's very good. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
They play a lot of music. They pray. They encourage, and they try to just uplift your morning.
Yeah.
So when you get out in the morning, you can have an uplifting morning.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to plug that in real quick.
Right.
It's called The Breakfast Show. It's on Aventus Radio London. You can go to your iPhone or to your Android, download the app, or you can, if you're in the UK, you can use your DAB radio and you can listen to it.
Yeah.
So I just want to give that little plug real quick because I actually was very impressed by the show.
Yeah.
Thank you again for
It was
joining
amazing.
us on the God is Real in the World podcast.
That's right.
My name is Pedro.
My name is Tara.
We also ask that if you want to donate to our ministry, you can go to PayPal at Goddess Ministry. So PayPal, You can look us up by at Goddess Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the U.S., you can cash app at the $ Real and Raw Podcast.
That's right.
And if you're in the UK, you can use the pound sign that they use for the dollar here.
Yep.
Use the pound sign Goddess Land
Right.
for the UK cash app.
Yep.
And if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to come on to our show, you can contact us at thegoddessministry@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple of people that will be coming up in September that hit us up on the email. So we'll be having a couple of guests show up in September.
Yep.
And that's...
Oh, wait. And if you want to check out our merch, you can go
merch
to
at
www.zazzle.com and you can check out our merch there. We got some good products over there.
Yeah. We actually don't make even the money off of that. It's just something we did. If you just want to support us and just have a mug or a t-shirt or something, you can do that. You can, and I think they do everything. Pads for the computer. Mouse and stuff for the computer and stuff. Yeah. So all that, right? Or even calendars and stuff. So you can just do that.
T-shirts,
you can make it your
all type
own.
of stuff. Coffee cups.
You can make it your own.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, like I said, thank you so much for joining us.
This is Tara.
That's Pedro.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
All right, bye.